Welcome back to the neighborhood, boys and girls. Our next guest is Andrew Bachmann from Opus Elite Real Estate over in the Philadelphia area. Andrew, welcome to the neighborhood.
Hey, Chris, thanks for having me.
Awesome.
James, I'm sorry.
James, Chris, I've been called way worse. We're talking about Dreger. We've been making fun of Dreger the whole time, so it's all good.
Rightfully so.
Rightfully so. He deserves it. So tell everybody a little bit about your past. You're relatively new to the business, how you got in the business, and how you like it so far.
Absolutely. So I've been in real estate for a little over a year now. I started at a brokerage outside of Philadelphia, or in Philadelphia, and now I'm with one a little outside of Philadelphia, Bucks County, Newtown. I got into it. I was talking to my friend who's a realtor, and she was crushing it. And
Yeah.
I was at a job. It was a good job, but I was in a position where I'd only make so much money every year.
Right.
And I wanted to definitely. I've always had a vision to go beyond that. I didn't want to be capped. I didn't want to feel handcuffed to a certain salary. So I took the real estate test, passed, and just surrounded myself with people in the industry that knew what they were doing, and so far it's going good.
Nice. Now, your job previous to this, was it anything like real estate, or was it?
I don't think there's any job like real estate.
No.
The job previous to this, I've had various sales jobs, but the one previous to this, I was actually answering 911 phone calls.
Right, you were dispatcher.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's what I thought. It wasn't positive. Yeah. So, I mean, listen, that's kind of real estate. You're answering 911 phone calls all day long. You know what I mean? See, okay, come in, blah blah blah, drop everything and do it.
Yeah.
So it's your first year. How do you think you're doing? Do you like it? Is it you? Have you found your career, or is this just stepping stone to the next thing kind of thing?
So if you name a job, I've probably done it.
Mhm.
But I think finally this is one where I'm staying.
Okay.
I'm happy here. It's going in the right direction. I'm not as busy as I want to be yet, but I don't think I'll ever be in a position where I can say I'm as busy as I want to be. I always want to go to that next step. I always want to be busier. But
Yep.
it's definitely, it clicks. Like I get it. So I'm happy here.
Nice. And you're a South Jersey guy, right?
Yes.
But you do a lot of business over in Philly. How does it work out? How did you take that as your target market, and what was your plan doing that?
It kind of just worked out that way. I got linked up with an investor in like the early stages of my career, and I started learning the investor market really quick. I kind of just dove into it, and I enjoyed it, and that's pretty much what I've been dealing with ever since.
And you tend to target more of investors as opposed to like first time buyers. That tends to be your...
In the Philadelphia market, like the South Philadelphia market, they're trying to build that area up, so I've been definitely targeting that area for investors. But I can deal with anybody.
Sure.
First-time home buyers, second-time home buyers, vacation homes, rental properties.
Big old luxury mansions. If
Yeah,
you're
let's
going to
do it.
Mainline,
Yeah.
Villanova, wherever you're going. You know what I mean? Nice.
Yeah.
And have you had a favorite client so far? Have you had somebody where it's like close to your heart, or has it been more business than?
Honestly, like every client's different, and
Right.
I don't want to say I favored a client over another one, but there has definitely been situations where, I dealt with a single mom one time, and finding her a home was not the easiest task, and it was the only source of income. So finding her that home, definitely, it felt nice to be able to help her with that.
At the closing table, was it one of those moments? I've had a couple of them where they're overwhelmed, they weren't sure it was going to happen, and they're like, "Thank you so much, you're amazing."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, so outside of the real estate industry, what do you do with your spare time? What do you do to have some fun and let some steam off?
I love to travel.
Yeah?
I love seeing new cities. I just got back from Nashville a little bit ago. I've never been in before.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'm going to Key West July 4th.
Okay.
Yeah, I love traveling. I love seeing new places.
What's the favorite place that you've been in the U.S.?
Honestly, I've been various different cities in Florida. I've been to Arizona. I've been to a few other cities, but Nashville by far was my favorite city. Yeah.
That's
if you haven't
crazy.
been there, you gotta go to Nashville.
My daughter lives in Chattanooga, but I've been there, a bunch of times. I've never been to Nashville.
Dude, you gotta go.
Yeah.
You have.
It's
you can't describe it. It's just like such a nice environment. Everyone's happy. There's live music. You've been out where you like South Jersey, Philadelphia area. Everyone's like always on their toes, looking to fight for some reason. That's not Nashville.
No.
Everyone's so happy, in a great mood. Everyone, this guy at the bar just bought me a shot for no reason at all.
That's crazy. I had not the opposite thing, but I was in Chattanooga, and it was like everybody was so slow.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah, no one's rushed. Like everyone's
that was not me.
Yeah,
I
we're
got
so
I
used
got
to
a flat
it,
tire, and I was like, I got a flat. I'm over on the side, and they're like, we'll be there between 4 and 7. I'm like, PM? I'm like, it's
8
10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
We're talking about, well, and he gave me this whole story. Well, Cletus has to go and pick up the doll. I'm like, I need this done now. But it
I
just
gotta watch
seems,
my show. Come on at 11.
yeah, everybody was just like, well, we'll get to it when we get to it. I was like, I can never live here. There's no way. I go there for a little bit, but I couldn't.
Yeah, this area, you're just so used to the hustle and bustle.
Yeah.
Every day, just go, go, go,
Down,
go.
yeah, for sure. When you went to Arizona, did you go to Grand Canyon?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's kind of nice.
You've seen him?
Yeah, I mean, it was
beautiful.
a long time ago, but I went there when I was a kid. We did the whole all out west, Jackson Hole, Crater Lake, Grand Canyon, all that stuff. I want to get back there as an adult.
My great grandma used to have a house in Lake Havasu City.
Okay.
It's about 3 hours from the Grand Canyon. And so we would be there maybe once a year as a kid, maybe twice. And
That's nice.
every time we would go up to Grand Canyon, it's beautiful.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, so now here's your final personal question.
Okay.
Sports. You could go to any sporting event that ever happened in history
Back
to
in time.
rewatch it anywhere you want, and you can bring one person with you. What event do you want to go see, and who do you want to bring?
I would 100% go back to the NFC East Championship game, the Eagles versus, who did we play in 2017? When did we win the Super Bowl? 17 or
Oh,
18?
yeah, the Vikings.
The Vikings.
Yeah.
I went to that game and no one was in their trip. That environment was so
That
electric.
was a nuts game,
It was
yeah.
insane. I would go back to that game in a heartbeat. Who would I bring? Not Chris.
Not Chris Stryker, nope.
That's a good question. I don't know who I
No
would bring.
Chris Stryker.
I don't know. Maybe like Giselle Boudica. Tom Brady's cool with that.
Okay, all right. We got Giselle.
Nah, I don't know who I would bring. That's a good question. Probably like one of my brothers or
It's tough.
one of
Man.
my, yeah.
It's tough.
So many people. I'd probably want to go to a lot. I don't know.
Probably
That's a good
offer off to the
question.
highest bidder. you
Yeah,
know?
yeah, that's
He's
an
got
option.
those guys, there you
Yeah.
go. Cool. Awesome, man. Andrew, thanks for
Thanks for
coming in.
having me, man. Appreciate
Great
it.
to have you. We'll be back with the next guest on this for more.